Good morning, everyone. Just checking a little bit if you can see my screen, and I'm gonna check here in the YouTube channel to see what's going on. Okay, it seems that I'm live. Not sure actually. Let me see here. Yep. Okay, so I'm live. This is good then. Okay, so first of all, this is going to be the first of a series of live videos I'm gonna do in the morning around 7 a.m. to start preparing for the market. Um, um, I did already, if you see here, I did already one entry on that out of the 21 EMA um, move, but then it didn't work and it reversed on me. And when I see the higher time frame on this one, the cloud for the 8 um, uni rental, it was above, so probably that one is not in confluence with the higher time frame. Reversed on me and moving down. So this is gold, right? So in my setup, in the screen that I'm sharing with you, then we do have the ES here, the gold, GC, and crude right here. Okay. Um, so let's go to the first things. So no, in these videos, what I'm gonna do, I can only trade in the morning till around 9 a.m. Today is going to be like an exception because I'm not going to do a video that is going to be long. It's going to be probably half an hour to 45 minutes only. I'm just testing um, the go live feature um, in YouTube. What I'm gonna do in the morning is going to be to review the economic calendar. So let me share with you the one that I use. So every day I look at this Forex Factory calendar. Today is February 21st. As you see, it's a bank holiday in the US. So normally what I do is to see just the economic data for US. Pay a little bit of attention on what's going on there, but my alarm set is tied or linked to this um, U.S. bank holiday. So the idea is that 15 minutes before that event happens, then I normally I'm out of positions. Um, well, it depends. Tomorrow, there's gonna be some more activity in the calendar, so we do have at 9 a.m. HPI, um, and then S&P and CS Composite 20 HPI. Now, so what I do is to mark this in my alert sets, and all of these hours are going to be kind of like watch and see what's going on, and see if that is going to create the markets I trade to move either in my direction or against, or either in the direction I think, and then or the other. So I don't really care what is the result on this, other than that the event is happening. Sometimes you have good news for, let's say, crude, meaning that the inventories are reducing, and then that would make the underlying the um, crude to go up. That is what happened. But it could happen that goes there, goes up, and then comes back out of stops, and then keeps selling. So I try to, and this has happened to me several times, right? So I've seen this happening, and so it's more than what the news says, is what it's the event itself. So you never know how the market is going to read it, and if there's going to be anything additional to that, right? Okay, so this is the first thing I'm gonna check. Second, what I do is to review. Let me expand this a little bit. I'm gonna review in ES the main time frame. So normally what I see is the 240. Well, the daily first, right? So you get the daily chart right here. Um, in ES, the daily chart says that this thing is moving below, so it's going down below. So you see EMAs are stuck to the downside, and then it's crossed a couple of days ago, crossed the 200. There's going to be some support in this area here. So let me yeah, some support in this area here. See these wicks here. So that means that there's a kind of a strong support in there. We'll see if the market holds it, or it's going to to go down. But it's been moving to the downside. Um, okay, so let's go then to the 240. Um, Minute chart, and I do not have that many days charts here. Let me see why not. I'm gonna put 30 days. Okay. So 240, we are also so the closer here is the two bars, right? So this is a bearish bar, triggering a bear flag right there, and then moving down. So bearish in the 240s, and then I'm gonna check the 30 minutes, and in the 30 minutes we are bearish as well. So market keeps selling here. There's this bar with a week that tried to sell, but this closed also in a red. So opened up here, moved in this range, and then closed down below this red brick. And you see the market keeps moving down in ES. So we're bearish in the 30 minutes. Let's check gold. So gold, I'm gonna go in the same order. So let's see the daily. Daily, it has moved up nicely here. Um, I'm sorry. Yeah, it has been moving up nicely here. It seems that it's stopping. It's a little bit extended out of these moving averages, but all the moving averages are moving up. Today in the morning I tried to trade this break out of this resistance here, but it came back down. Probably not a good idea what I did in there. Okay. Um, so 240, 240 again. Um, so I'm gonna put here 30 days just to have the okay, so in the 240s on gold, we are, in this range here, trying to break. So I would say that if it goes above this, we're neutral in the 240s. If it goes above this high, then we should be bullish. Okay, and then so the chart is moving to the upside. See, so there's nothing in this chart yet that tells me that I have to move. I mean to go bearish. Um, it, yeah, it could be that it's going to that it breaks this lows here, and if it does, then we would have some resistance at this level. And in the 1885-90, and then this is the 50 simple day moving average, and then this one could come here to bounce. So that is one possibility. The other one is that it breaks to the upside, and then it's going to find some resistance here at the 1910 level. 30 minutes. 30 minutes looks, bearish. Broke this support in the moving averages and then moved down. We'll see if this one bounce above the this resistance at 1901, and then keeps moving to the upside. So it's there's a lot of congestion here in gold in the 30 minutes in the moving averages. The moving averages are not clearly moving to the upside. I thought that this would happen up here, but it did not break. It was a run out of stops and then came back. So let's go back to the daily and let's check crude. Crude is bullish in the daily. It has this bar with with a week out of this moving average here. This is the 34 EMA. So then try to break and then reversed a little bit here. So we're about the close of yesterday's. Um, Now let's go to 240 again. Oh, this is gold. So I mean crude. So I'm gonna put 30 right here. Okay, in the 30 minutes, in the 240, we do have here a lot of congestion in the 240s, right? So it's moving in this range, crude, and then try to break right here this doji. It's in the cloud, so in the 240s is neutral. There's some consolidation. Or compression in this area here, so we are not moving in either direction. So that's 240, and then the 30 minutes. In the 30 minutes, we are somewhat bullish, try to break here and then came back, and we are above the cloud. Um, Excuse me, about, let me sip my coffee here. Okay, so this one is moving down, but it's bullish in the 30 minutes. So that is crude. Let's see how what it does. You know, everyone is saying that crude would go to $100, and I really think that that is happening. I don't know if it's going to happen in this week or not, but seems that that crude is moving to the upside. Now, I don't believe that what anybody says in this market. So take it as that. Really, nobody knows what's going on. People would say, oh, "Okay, it's gonna go to the upside. It's gonna go to the." Don't believe that, and then just be prepared. Don't be greedy in and take your ego out of this equation when you're trading, because you know that uh, you know, if you think that the market is going one way, most likely it's going to go to the other. What happened here is that the so what happens here is that you know, everyone is trying to forecast what is going to happen, and really the only thing that you can do is to you know, see the setups. If you're day trading, you see the setups, see if they are working, or they work, and if not, you get out. So that's what it is. um, okay, so here are the markets. There's a really you know, it's 717. There's not really any setups. You see here, this is the entry I made in gold today in the morning. Probably a little bit premature on the breakout to the upside, thinking that it was going to go up. Now the moving averages are not helping here anymore, but what was happening here, if you see, I did have a momentum that is kind of resetting, and this is and it failed that to break on the first time right here, right, in this three candles, so it didn't move, and then make a bounce out of this a pivot. This blue line is a pivot right there. It's a floor pivot. So I thought, okay, so this is a good opportunity to get in, even though the higher time frame was not in confluence with this. So, and also a little bit early to take a trade. It was right here at around 7 a.m. actually. Um, yeah, 7 a.m. is where I took it. So it did not move in that direction, and then I just sold it just below this in the first break to the downside right there. So just triggered the sale right there. So this one is $190 loss. Probably I could. I don't want to put that much stuff in the chart, so I'm not gonna mark it. But uh, I'm I took it here. There's a break in ES now below the pivot line, or the previous low, the previous day low. So market is bearish, and it's breaking down. Um, it's a little bit too extended at this time to take a trade. So let me see. The other thing that I have in my charts is this is a think or swim. So what I do have here are is the 2000. Let me show you a different one that I do have as well. Um, instead of the 2000, I have the same chart with the 15 minute. So what you see here is what you see in this chart here is the high of the previous day. So let me expand this. So this is 15 minutes, and you see that I have the previous high on the on well, in this case ES, right? I have the previous high, the previous low, and then the midpoint in between the previous high and the previous low. Okay, so then overnight I have the overnight high, which is that white, um, the white dotted or dashed line right there, and the overnight low. So you see the overnight low here. It's at 43.1275. Well, price is in between these two things. Here I do have the um, the VWAP, um, and there's a moving average. I think that this one is the 21 moving average right there. So if it's below, I would be bearish, and if it's above, I would be bullish. And the market is in a range here. So you see ES is going bearish, trying to break this previous day low. 43.21, but it hasn't broke yet. It's kind of like having a little bit of bounce there. And then in the overnight low is this one here, which is um, out on this 2 VWAP standard deviation. Same thing for gold. What I do here every day is to move this one to the high and the low of the day with a mid point, so I know where it is. So I have this one open while I'm in the trade. Um, so here you see that gold is also in the range. I took the trade right there when it broke up there, thinking that this would be a good one to go to the previous day high. It did not. It seems that found some resistance at this level here, and then came back down. So it's in the range now, moving sideways. I'm still bullish in gold. We'd see but that is my bias. I'm bullish in gold, so we'll see what is going to happen. Today supposedly is going to be a low volume day because it's a bank holiday, President's Day, so I don't expect that much movement. I'm not gonna take that many, or I'm not gonna take that much risk today. Couple of trades maybe, um, here and there. We'll see. And I do have to I do have um, to go out. I have to go out at 8 a.m. So probably this broadcast is going to be until probably um, 10 to 15 more minutes. It's just a test in this today. Okay. This is crude, and crude, as you see, is moving sideways in the 15 minutes. Um, it's been in this, it was in this range, didn't do that much on on Thursday, didn't do that much on Friday, but it had a really nice move right there, and then came back and then moved up. So we'll see if it's going to be in the range or not. It seems that it's creating a bull slack now. In the 15 minutes. So again, I don't expect that much movement today. It could happen, but we'll see. So this is another one I see, and I keep it open in one of my screens. to see if the break that I'm seeing is valid. I should probably had to stay away from this break here because it's below the previous day. So we'll see. I mean, yeah, it's okay. Um, So it seems that there was a setup here on a week, but it's below the moving averages, so it's not really a setup. It's a lower high than this one here, so that would put it in a bearish mood. So we'll see if it breaks below this support here and keeps moving down. The higher time frame, the cloud is above the moving average, but we do have the 200 just below it as well. When I say higher time frame, I'm referring to the um, Unirenko uh, uh, 8. So there's a little bit of bounce here on the ES. Mhm, mhm. And with the volatility as high as has been, I decided to, reduce the number of contracts. So I'm trading only one contract, but I'm increasing the size of the break. Um, so the risk for one contract is around $200, and the target is $400. So that would be the first target. Um, or the target. I move the target sometimes if I see that there's a nice confluence um, with the higher time frame, and then I start moving the target. If if I see that that it's moving in a nice way to the upside, or I do see a really nice setup, then I would let the contract to run. Sometimes I get break even. Sometimes I get a better um, a better response here. Okay, so just watching, sitting on my hands, just watching what the market is doing. You know, One other thing that I wanted to share with you, and this is my experience, right? I know that following somebody is very attentive, and I'm not saying that for you to disconnect to this channel, but try to do your own trading as well and make your decisions by yourself. That would help you, even if you do it in sim. Um, um, and make your own. make your own decisions in the market, and don't expect anybody to tell you that if this is a good setup or not. You know, a lot of this dynamics on learning how to trade is to learn how to make your own decisions and to be responsible for your own mistakes. And then that's the only way that you would learn how to do it. I'm not 100%. You know, I'm not a millionaire. One thing that really would help if, is for you to, you know, go to the description of this video, and there's a service I use um, that is Apex, and with that you can subscribe, and you know, don't do it with money that you don't have. So do it with their money, and go to Apex. There's a discount in the description I have down there, so you can subscribe there, and then get this um, fund. You get this fund, or get your account funded. So in that way, you don't take uh, any risk actually when trading, and then you know that's a really good way to start trading, and to learn how to make your own decisions as well. So there's a little bit of bounce here in gold. I'm not myself. I'm not taking this one because you know, VWAP is right above it, and I see some uh, um, compression action here. Although this is a higher high than this one, and but it's still moving averages are not in alignment. I may miss this one. Um, we'll see. Higher time frame in gold is um, sideways. So let me show you the 30 minutes. So 30 minutes in gold, you see all of these moving averages. We are right in the 50, and then all the moving averages are not expanding. So we're not in expansion in gold yet. So we need to wait. And again, today could be it could be a range day um, for for this market. So it's a nice doji though, um, right there. But we are below the cloud. Um, we're above the cloud in the entry chart, but I don't see that much. Um, it's not convincing. So one more thing, and probably the last one I'm gonna before I close the broadcast is the point and figure chart I use also as a reference and also as a trigger for some of the entries. So this one is a five a brick of five ticks, or each one of these boxes are uh, five ticks, and then the reversal is three. So see, there's a break down below this previous box here, negative. So and I do have also. Let me expand this one a little bit so I can explain it better. This is the ES. You see that ES is going down. The moving average is this is the 10-day. 10 bars moving average. So if it's below, I'm bearish. If it's above, I'm bullish on this one. So um, seems that market well, it is bearish, and but it's not breaking any of this yet. So it broke here below this one, but now the valid one is this bar here. So unless it breaks below this last circle here, I'm 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 not entering any trade to the downside. Now it's a little bit extended already, but it's in the previous low. So we'll see if it goes down to S1. Well, it's I don't want to say that it's extended, but it's away from the the pivots right here. Already went through mid of S1, and then we'll see if it goes below that previous low in the overnight. So I look at this one also. I have it open in my one of my screens. So this one is ES. Um, this one is gold, and if you see, this is where I took the trade, the one the trade today, right? One box above, one X above the this previous one. There is it was bullish, but then it failed. It directly came back. I lost 200 $190, $200, and then painted the three boxes, and I was out right there. So I did not take it, and I saw this point and figure chart, which is very powerful to me at least. But I did not take this one out of this or the trade out of this point and figure, but I took it out of the um, Renko, and that is what it was about the same thing. So um, and this is crude. So crude, you see that it's above the moving averages here. It painted this nice move to the upside, but then it reversed. So, it could be very choppy today. Most likely, the volume is going to be very low. Okay, guys, it's 7:40. I really need to go out today. I'll be out for about an hour, and then probably I'm gonna broadcast today. And don't expect me to do that many trades, but I will be broadcasting during the day today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in a couple of hours, maybe.